back in the weight room, and today we're doing our lower body exercise. And a lot of people think just because you're boxing, you're kickboxing, you don't need to use your legs. But in reality, everything comes from the ground, everything is power. In order to get as much maximum power in your punches, in your kicks, you need strong hips, good glutes, good hamstrings. So this is why we gotta really work these things in the weight room, really strengthen those. And then when you bring it back into your technique and you practice your round kicks, your hips firing a little faster, your hamstrings are a little stronger, your quads are firing at faster rates. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 different exercises I use on my lower body day. And again, there's so many different variations you can use. As we go through them, I'll just give you a few different ones that I do, but the more you watch the videos, the more weight room videos you'll get. Let's start with our first one. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do the squats. There's tons of different videos you can learn and practice on. Just know that the squat is one of the king exercises you should be doing all year round. And you can change the reps. I was doing 5 sets of 5 today, but maybe outside of camp on your hypertrophy, you might do, 5 sets of 10, get more volume going if you want to put on size. But for now, I'm working my strength and my power, so I'm doing 5 sets of 5. Okay, so after your big heavy lift, that's your main one, you're gonna move to something more, again, single leg. After you do your big lift, it's always important to do exercises that forces you to be on a single leg. When you're kicking, hey, guess what? You're on a single leg. When you're defending a single leg takedown, if you're MMA fighters and you're listening, you have to have strength and stability in one leg. So we're gonna work it here. Different variations on a rear lunge. I'm gonna use dumbbells. A lot of times I'll hold behind. Sometimes I'll do a front rack. All depends on what I wanna work, and I'm gonna change up the variety. But today, let's work on some dumbbells. Always start with the same leg, and I usually do, depending on the weight, I'll do 3 sets of 5 or up to 10 reps, depending on how I feel. You gotta make sure your front heel stays on the ground. All right, last one. We worked our squat using more your full legs. Rear lunges, you get a lot about your glute and your quadriceps. Now we gotta hit the hamstrings and our glutes and our glute ham developers. Okay, I'm using some weight. Let's start. But a lot of gyms don't have these, so I'm gonna show you some different exercises you can do after if you don't have a glute ham developer. Again, usually my exercises will have anywhere from 3 to 5 sets. Usually my first exercise will have 5 sets. Everything else after has about 3. Okay, really feel that burn in the glute and the hams. Now, if you don't have this, I'll give you a quick alternative you can do. I'll do hamstring curls on a stability ball. Hips up, keep your hips. Beginners can do 2 legs. If you're more advanced, you can actually tuck one knee, hands down, and work them off of a single leg. Quickly the other side. Up. All right, so you gotta remember, I've been doing strength and conditioning now as a part of martial arts for my whole career now since I was an amateur. Big shout out to Costa Clarianos, Tempers Performance. He's given me all this knowledge to be able to do it. So remember, different variations, and each time you do it, everything that has to have a purpose. So I'm using this to develop strength and power, and it's also important to know where you are in your camp. So I'm building strength and power. Know where you are, look up that word periodization, and that'll help you out.